Hello everyone, and welcome to Sky Scholar. Today we are discussing black holes. To start, they aren't science. A scientific theory is falsifiable. That is to say, when you test a hypothesis, you must be able to get back the answer that the hypothesis is wrong. For example, if someone has a hypothesis that a certain plant leaf will cure cancer, then that leaf could be administered to cancer patients to determine whether or not the claim was true or false. An example of a non-falsifiable hypothesis is the existence of God. Can there be a scientific test that we can do in the laboratory to prove that there is no God? Of course not. That is why the existence of God is a concept of faith, not science. Many great men believe in God, but the existence of God cannot be tested as either true or false. The pantheon of astrophysics is headed by black holes. There is no observation that I could devise that would make an astronomer conclude that there are no black holes. If an object moves around a point that can't be seen, then there must be a black hole. Or if there is a bright object that pulls a nearby star, then also there must be a black hole. There is nothing that could lead an astronomer to believe that there are no black holes. To them, it is a matter of faith. Black holes are based on the standard solar model, which is simply incorrect. As I have shown many times in videos to date, our sun vibrates as condensed matter, emits light as condensed matter, rotates as condensed matter, and contains surface waves that act as condensed matter. In fact, every single aspect of the sun can be explained easily in a single step with condensed matter. None of the mathematical or mental gymnastics of the standard solar model are necessary. Black holes are said to form when stars of 20 solar masses or more run out of energy. The radiation pressure required for hydrostatic equilibrium disappears and the star collapses into a black hole. The entire notion is unreasonable. Radiation pressure does not exist in the interior of gaseous stars since objects never radiate internally. Laboratory science shows that internal thermal equilibrium is maintained by conduction and convection, not radiation. If stars are made of condensed matter, a term for liquids and solids, then they would never collapse. James Jeans admitted this nearly 100 years ago. Mathematical analysis shows that if the center of a star is either liquid or partially so, there is no danger of collapse, that the liquid center provides so firm a basis for a star as to render the collapse impossible. It is only because astronomers treat the stars as ideal gases that they are permitted to collapse. Liquids and solids are essentially incompressible by definition, and that is why actual stars never collapse to make black holes. Such objects are completely fictional. Speaking of fiction, we come to black hole mathematics, starting with the fact that black hole specific heat capacity is negative. This means that as heat energy enters a black hole, its temperature decreases, not increases. There is no basis for negative heat capacity in such objects, and this points to fundamental problems with these theories. Next, black hole thermodynamics. The Hawking temperature of a black hole is said to be inversely related to its mass. Since when did the temperature of an object, an intensive property, become related to its mass, an extensive property? Another idea in black hole thermodynamics is that the entropy of a black hole is equal to several constants times the area of the event horizon. What's the problem with these equations? The presence of the universal constant of gravitation, g. Nowhere in thermodynamics does this constant play any role. More importantly, the universal gravitational constant is a Newtonian idea which depends on the presence of two masses. A black hole is a single object, not two, and relativistic, not Newtonian. The use of the gravitational constant was inappropriate in both respects. It cannot be used to define entropy or temperature in a single mass. There has been many assaults against the second law in recent years, as documented in this book, and astronomers are responsible for many of them. If you want to learn more about the mathematical problems of black holes, start with this paper by Stephen Crothers, who outlines the problems with using Newtonian concepts in relativity and much more. The consequences of black hole science are serious. It wastes tremendous amounts of public money to particle accelerators and detectors to the tune of billions of dollars. Black hole proponents have also given birth to an equally bad train of thought in dark matter and dark energy, which supposedly makes up 95% of the universe. This points to the fact that astrophysics is currently dying as a science and moving away from real progress into mysticism. It needs a complete overhaul. As I have shown before, we don't understand our own sun properly, which is just 8 light minutes away, but cosmologists think that with weak signals originating from billions of light years away, they can justify new ideas in thermodynamics which overturn much of known earthly physics. None of these ideas are testable. An interesting book on the subject is Bankrupting Physics by Alexander Unziker. I hope that you liked this video on black holes and that it caused you to think about the state of modern astronomy. Please leave a like and subscribe if you want to journey with me through space here at Sky Scholar. Comments are always welcome down below, and I'll see you soon on our next video.